Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near a big forest. Her grandma had made her a beautiful red cloak with a big red hood, which she wore every time she went outside. And so everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Grandma isn't feeling very well. Will you take this basket of food through the forest to her cottage?" "Yes," said Little Red Riding Hood. "I sure would love to see Grandma." She put on her red cloak and she pulled up her red hood, and she took the basket of food into the forest. "Remember," her mother called after her, "don't talk to any strangers along the way." "I won't," Little Red Riding Hood promised, and she skipped down the path and into the woods. Little Red Riding Hood did not have to worry about getting lost in the forest, because she knew the way to Grandma's house very well. But along the way, she saw some beautiful wildflowers growing near the path. "I bet Grandma would really like these," she said to herself, and she stopped to pick a few. "Hello there, little girl," said a deep, growling voice from behind her. Riding Hood was very startled. She spun around and saw a big bad wolf standing in the shadow between two trees. "Hello," said Little Red Riding Hood. She did not know the wolf was bad, and she'd already forgotten her mother's words about talking to strangers. "Where are you going on this fine day?" asked the big bad wolf. "I'm going to my grandma's cottage on the other side of the forest," said Little Red Riding Hood. "She isn't feeling well, and I'm bringing her this basket of food and these flowers." "What a sweet girl you are," said the big bad wolf. He smiled and showed off his mouthful of sharp teeth. The big bad wolf was quite hungry, but he was not interested in the basket of food. "I had better be going," said Little Red Riding Hood. "Goodbye, Mr. Wolf." And she skipped off down the path. The big bad wolf's stomach grumbled and growled with hunger, and suddenly he had an idea. As quick as he could, he ran through the forest all the way to Grandma's cottage. The sneaky wolf opened the door very quietly and found Grandma asleep in her bed. He picked the old woman up, opened his great big mouth, and he swallowed poor Grandma in one gulp. Then the big bad wolf climbed into the bed and pulled the blanket up to his chin. He put on Grandma's glasses and her nightcap, and he waited for the little girl to arrive with her flowers and basket of food. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage, she opened the door quietly and found Grandma lying in bed. "Hello, Grandma," she said. "Mother told me you weren't feeling well, so I brought you some food and some flowers." "What a sweet little girl you are," said the wolf in his fake grandma voice. "Come closer, my dear.